Even Wukong to Leah, too little too late. LNG have looked unstoppable so far, and Kroko is such a big part of that.
Yeah, I mean,
And
his
both
early
junglers-
in the area, we talked about Dragon being a priority specifically for LNG here. Juhan gonna death push.
Wilhelm goes for it. 1xN with a nice flash away, but as Kroko arrives, it is 2v3. Like to see Missing get out, and he's going to invest the flash to do so. Starry flashes after him and picks up the first blood. Bot lane up until then. Haichao's going to get a little bit of assistance from the very same Moham as he clears out a few waves. 1xN is just going to die. He's gone.
Yeah,
from his bot side. Haichao has done such a good job of keeping midway pushed out, and it turns into a free objective for OMG.
Yeah, I mean, this is what bot prio will generate you. That'll get you in a spot where you can start stacking those dragons early.
Keep Sheer all the lower. Could actually try and dive. That is going to go for it. Sheer likely dead here. Harry flashes after him. One more auto would have done it, but now is in a risky spot. Sheer's going to get out. Harry continues to chase this, tanking another turret shot, but Sheer could not escape forever, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive dive from Harry. He knows he can get away with it because he's Zehen, but also, more importantly, Harry does not have teleport available, and Sheer does. So this posturing around Dragon, it's really important to make sure Sheer can't just, you know, turn this into a 5v4 and take away any opportunity for OMG to try and contest it. That bot lane priority is coming in clutch as they start up the Dragon.
Going for a small pick onto Missing. It would be big. Poppycopter ejects one, but it isn't Starry. Missing flashes away, still stays alive, while Kroko engages Juhan on the other side. A lot of priority around the Dragon right now. Kroko is coming back to a 1.8k Dragon. He's going to get that. Well, Bulldog picks up the kill on Juhan. LNG got everything they could ever want.
Pressure on that side of the map. Could just be an excuse for LNG to fight, but Bulldog...
Haichao gets shuffled, and he gets shut down. That is a CC chain from hell. Great look for LNG. That does hurt their utility in this fight, but Kroko lays down the Rift Herald, perhaps just on the point of expiring, but it will make mid lane that much more of a focus, pushing OMG back there and out of the river as LNG retake that. And we'd sure like to get some value out of this Rift Herald. OMG, it must be time to engage. Out comes the wall from Haichao. Doesn't quite cut off the Rift Herald. Doesn't quite do much of anything except for put Haichao in the mid lane with the rest of them.
Yeah, it's a huge cooldown used, and LNG still have full control over this river.
Pull back in. Kroko's playing inside these
Missing.
bushes. Wait for the engage. Moham goes in for a huge Magnet Storm, but Kroko accesses the back line, and he is all over Starry, who gets deleted by the Xin Zhao. Meanwhile, LNG's teamfight is going just fine. That Magnet Storm not causing them any problems at all. Kroko is low. Kroko gets flashed on by Harry, but trades his life in a 2-for-1, as Harry will get shut down as well, making it a 4-for-1 in the favor of LNG.
It looks good, Dia. It really does. At the start of that fight, they land the seismic shove onto Missing. The Magnet Storm comes down from Moham, and it feels like
killing your AD carry and getting 2 flashes and another 2 kills for his team in the meantime. Kroko's value in that fight was absolutely wild, and had he been caught in the Magnet Storm with the rest of them, I think we're seeing a very...
They are definitely feeling the game slip away from them with that 3k gold deficit. They have to find a play soon.
I mean, crazy range on the Azir as well is really going to emphasize the Moham Juhan issue for OMG. It has got to be great focus out of these two players, as one unfortunately gets baited. Missing with a nice steadfast presence completely shuts down Juhan's engage, leaving Starry in now a 2v4 with everyone looking at him, and with Sheer running straight at him. Knockup is going to land. Bulldog is right over the wall. Starry flashes to dodge the shuffle, but isn't able to do much.
Juhan's still dead for 10 seconds.
Moham and Haichao can't do much on their own either. Harry could bring a lot of damage to the table, but Missing is playing defense for the moment. Starry's looking for him once again as the Baron goes lower and lower, and Kroko ends up picking it up. No contest in the pit or anywhere. Now it's the fight for afterwards. Moham engages triple man Magnet Storm, but that is a triple man Magnet Storm into a whole lot of nothing. Harry goes in, gets shut down, and the engage from OMG is an attempt to salvage.
That double push is coming, and it's coming fast with the Baron buff.
Yeah, Chains of Corruption are up for Starry, and I'd almost like to see him start a fight. Does end up whiffing them onto Kroko, however, as Kroko goes in and punishes Starry for even thinking of trying to take him down. It is a 1-for-1, but that was a 1v5, and Krako showed no signs of balking.
Truly one of the most disrespectful engages that I've seen all split long from Krako. He says, I don't care, man. You caught me out mid lane 1v5. I'm going to kill you anyways. You don't have flash up. There's no way for you to dodge this. Truly insane stuff, and it just goes to show that aggressiveness that we were talking about as LNG now siege down the inhibitor turrets of OMG. Their Baron, not much time left on it, only about 30 seconds, but should be enough.
There goes the engage. Nice answer from Bulldog to just push everyone on OMG back, and now with the range from Azir, we have the disjointed engage out of Moham, but Harry goes for it, actually locking some people down under the tower. Missing is going to fall as Harry gets popped into the res. Haichao wants to follow up on Sheer. Flashes for 1XN, who's now getting teleported on by Starry. No Chains of Corruption for this Varus. Can he take down 1XN? He cannot! 1XN blows him up, and LNG are right back in the driver's seat, even as they lose Sheer.
It's not good from LNG, certainly not clean, but once again, it's just LNG exerting their dominance on the Rift here. It's such an aggressive fight around that inhibitor turret on the bot side. It's well done from OMG to at least trade something back, but they will lose Soul Point for this on the Mountain Dragon, and they will not be us to burn Flash, but little do they know at this point that Starry cannot handle the power of the Corki, and we're right back.
Krako naturally picking another fight, this time on Juhan, who is not long for this world. LNG run the jungle. They run the game at this point. 8,000 gold in the lead. And a likely close coming their way. Baron's up in 2 minutes should they need it. And I have to imagine they'll make full use of the amenities.
This map is theirs. They own the resort at this point, as this thing does get flicked in.
That's the support, who has just gone to half health and is likely still to live. Stymies the engage out of Harry as well, who has to ult simply to survive. And LNG are going to pick up the tower in top lane as a result.
Yeah, this is LNG just kind of controlling everything. Missing is way too...
The map, OMG are trying to collapse on Missing. Looks like a trade of support for top laner, as once again, Harry's death is going to happen.
Yeah, a little inevitable at this point, as Harry is a little behind enemy lines. It will get donated over to Krako, but honestly, not a bad play as they chase down 1XN here.
If you can make this a 2-for-1, it's actually big. Haichao does almost die, but that's... am I crazy? I think that's worth.
Definitely worth for OMG. There are very few ways to get gold back into this game. That is definitely one of them. Krako, though, looking to make the play!
It was almost not worth. Oh my god. No one else. It's almost like a Mordekaiser ult he brings with him.
Yeah, it's a personal vendetta at this point for Krako. The posturing in the mid lane coming in here from the two big tanks. They are holding off all of OMG by themselves.
Starry's at half HP, so is the Dragon, and that Dragon is going to go to LNG, barring a Smite Steal from Juhan. That could happen. Nope, Krako denies that immediately, and that gets followed up on by Missing. Poppycopter right out of there, Moham flashes away. OMG don't actually lose a map. Start up the Baron and force out a fight this way.
It's going to be so tough for OMG to be able to get in the pit. Juhan's a little bit slow.
And he's on Vision. Doesn't actually get stalled by Sheer for too long. But OMG need to play defense for Starry, who Krako is trying to jump on right now. Frontline is huge for LNG, and they are backing up a massive Corki behind them. 1XN is laying out the damage. Starry has no access to the fight. Bulldog, Shurima shuffles Starry right back into the river. It is a double kill for 1XN and a double kill for Krako. And of course, a team fight win for LNG, even as Haichao picks up a kill.
It is a team fight win for LNG, and it is very likely at least the game being broken open, if not ended, right at this moment. It even looks okay for OMG, but the Mountain Soul really coming in clutch to keep both Bulldog and Krako alive at the end of that fight, with both of them getting rather low. Haichao will do his best to delay the inevitable, but I don't think he can save their base.
Yeah, not a whole lot of combos landing here, and Krako is basically full health. Moham is right back here. But as Krako goes in, they can basically just ignore everyone and hit the Nexus, finding LNG the first of one counter pick into this thing. How does OMG succeed into LNG?
Their most important player is who we called out a little bit earlier. It's once again going to be Juhan. You can definitely see Krako already in the area.
Yeah, neither of these compositions really seem like the let's set up early and take dragon, but this can't hurt. Remember, Moham has no flash, so a set up early and take support seems a lot more doable. First blood is going to go to Krako. As LN and clearing out his camps, doesn't want to get punished. 1xN does get engaged on by Starry, who immediately flashes out, but will still get locked down by Missing. Does look like Starry's falling, and an ethereal shift forward will end up claiming him. Moham, technically possible, if not advisable.
Oh, he's looking for the engage. He wants to fight this.
He's got smite. He might just try and, you know, send it. But he don't send it.
Yeah, it's real hard to send it when the Ezreal's just taking your entire AD carry's health bar away. Definitely a difficult situation. Ezreal getting closer and closer to that first item. Should be quite bad, but OMG looking to capitalize on the stragglers.
No, Missing's got first roam here. Moham's showing up as well, but Juhan has to flash away from Krako, who's already thrown down the subjugate, immediately locked up as well. Juhan has absolutely no way out, while Krako goes to just below half HP. It is Moham, who just got his flashback and doesn't get to use it. Grabbing a double kill for a Bulldog and maybe making it a little bit more. 1xN solo kills Starry under the tower, and LNG... It is all. The focused resolve has been so huge for locking down individuals for LNG to pick off. Starry actually goes for the ult. Juhan is going to ult down into the bot side as well. Missing low and Missing gone. First Grand Starfall works out well, but you don't want to overstay, and Krako's shown up with the rest of the squad, which is a very good sign for the rest of OMG. Krako engaging onto Harry. He's going to flash out of the cage. Might actually just take him down. Subjugate's already fallen. Sheer is here as well, and Harry, that classic overextension we were talking about, ends up striking once again. I suppose on the bright side, a little bit more experience. That's not going to be too bad, but there's some serious bad news happening on the bot side. So everything's relative, I suppose, with the first tower falling, and as Dragon spawns as well, LNG have but to reset.
The strongest right now. OMG are going to try to force the problem by starting Drake, but this could be so dangerous.
This is so bad by OMG. This is an extremely dangerous spot, but Krako does take a little bit of damage, and I really mean a little bit. Sheer's almost Mega, though, and he shows up for the fight just in time. It's going to half-health Starry before he goes Mega, completely shoving him out of the fight. Actually goes over the wall to follow up on Starry, locking the AD carry from OMG into the wall and taking him down. LNG take a big team fight win around a dragon that was an ill-advised start from OMG.
Oh, and Haichao's not done. He's still kind of playing on the edge of danger. Do believe he still has passive available. We'll see if Krako wants to full commit to try and burst hit, but this mid lane play is still going.
And that first tower in the mid lane is going to fall as a result. LNG get the team fight win, they get the dragon.
Is a lot of the gold. The problem is Sheer is also huge right now in the game on the Gnar, and they just underestimate how quickly he can burst down Starry. Juhan is doing nothing on the Pantheon, picture in picture. As we see here, jump back to the game. Missing and Krako just owning the jungle. It's 16 minutes into the game. Rift Herald is on the map to be taken, but they don't want that. They want the camps instead, and they maybe want to dive on the top side.
It's good League of Legends out of LNG right now. It is just like we saw in game number 1. As soon as they have a lead, Missing, this time not on the Poppy, does have a little bit of backup, but is walking into the jungle, grabbing vision.
Something that we were so surprised by. That 0 and 4 Yunara is just so far behind. At this point, 2.6 thousand gold down at 16 minutes into the game is tough. Gonna play mate on Harry. This could be another death here for OMG.
Yeah, the overextensions that we talked about earlier continue to plague Harry, and it's only going to get more difficult as the team falls further and further behind. Juhan alone in the jungle as well is going to get teamed on by 3 people, as ultimately it is 1xN that collects the kill. LNG push to tower, and they can do so in 2 lanes, both the bot side crashing and the mid lane now being pushed in by 1xN.
It sure does look like a Baron push coming in from a team at 17 minutes, but that's just the pressure and the power that LNG have on the map right now. They drop the Herald mid. This will be tier 2 going down in the mid lane. They're going to want to push for even more. You talked about it. Wave getting pushed in on the bot side. They could very easily transition. Some very awry, not being able to lock down any priority target, but once again, it's the bot lane under threat.
Starry, flashless, by the way. Has to walk this one out, and actually will get to by expending the ult. Will he survive? Moham takes a lot of damage. Moham is going to go down simultaneously. That is a double kill picked up by 1xN and Croco. There it is, the actual double for 1xN, as Croco won't even fall. We egg him! Triple kill for 1xN.
It's just disrespectful at this point, Dia. They're winning everywhere on the map. Missing's like, yeah, you know, we don't really care that the Lulu's in the way. We'll just kill you both with the Karma Ezreal damage coming through. Croco has no fear on the Trundle. It's just a disaster right now. Bulldog is split pushing down on the bottom side. They're going to get this bot tier 2. Baron has not even spawned. Dragon is up in 15 seconds. It will be soul point, but do LNG even need it at this point?
Man, 1xN actually getting jumped on. Might die here. Harry's going for it. The flash out of 1xN saves his life, leaving Harry in no man's land. The rest of OMG has shown up. We've already expended the wild growth on Juhan. Starry goes forward, actually collecting the kill and the shutdown. That is big for Starry, and while Harry manages to stay alive, it is 1-0 in the favor of OMG, but Croco's on the way, and Croco takes this personal. Juhan goes on the engage, but now Croco's in your backline. Bulldog comes over the wall, and LNG wipe OMG off the face of the planet.
What did it cost to take down 1xN? It cost everything here for OMG as they get completely wiped. The only surviving member is Moham on the Lulu. That is Baron going over to the side of LNG, and it's even more gold going into the pocket of Bulldog. 1xN overextending and getting punished, but it just doesn't matter. The wallet diff is too much. It is going to be a 13,000.
What I would give to hear the comms as Croco came around the corner, because that went from being a "I'll maybe fight" to an "oh no" fight. And this is another "oh no" fight. Wild growth expended to keep Starry alive as Sheer is about to go mega. OMG keep their carry alive, but aren't going to get too much more than that as a consolation prize. Starry gonna head back and heal up as the last fight, if there is even going to be one, is incoming. Croco wants to pick off Haichao. Actually, credit to him, manages to deal a decent amount of damage on the Onivia, but it is not nearly enough into the shielding from missing. The wallet diff, as you mentioned, is really being felt in the little to no impact that Haichao is able to have on the team fight right now. Gets chunked to half health.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for OMG. They're getting based down. Do they have the fortitude to survive?
1xN goes for it. Oh my god, he assassinates Starry! 1xN, a very, very worthwhile fight as Bulldog comes in to help peel for him. 1xN picks up a double kill as OMG are relegated to their fountain, and even so, LNG try to take them out